Okay, I'm live. I'm good. Yeah, this is RV Davy channel. Hey, I caught this gentleman here. He's got a 1940. You gotta let the gentleman explain.
It's a 41 Pontiac coupe.
Let me show them the inside here.
Yeah, is that we cut that floorboard right there, and that's it.
Wow, it's incredible. 19. You know, it looks older than 1940, 1941 actually. And this
It's a Chief, Pontiac Chief.
Pontiac Chief is what this is here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna put this thing
everything.
all together. And,
I have everything for this thing. The tail lights are glass, real glass.
Real glass for tail lights that are gonna go in here. That's incredible. I saw this as like a cool find, you know.
Yep.
Let me walk around this thing here. I'm not gonna try to. Let me get some good view of this. You know, nice bench seat. You know, not bad.
I have a Ford 9-inch for the rear end with 456 gears. I have an M22 Rock Crusher speed transmission, and I have a 1957 Hemi with a blower, a 671 blower.
Well, it's all bare right now, but you know, as you can see, but this is.
I just started on it.
But he's just getting started on this vehicle.
I just bought it.
And he just bought it.
Yes, sir.
Well, I like your. I'd love to have one of those. That'd be nice. That's probably an investment. I live out of my RV, so basically it's an investment.
I've been doing this since 1960. Okay. I retired as a union carpenter, but I did the front tires on Don Campbell all my life, and this is probably going to be my last tour.
And I consider myself to be on my bucket list right now because of my health. I've had a triple bypass.
And I thank my lucky stars that I'm here today. You know, every day above dirt's happy with me.
Yeah.
And me and my dog, I can't complain.
That's all you need is a dog. The dog's.
Which I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
And but anyway, back to the hot rods.
Yeah.
There's I'd like to make a shout out. There's Southern Gassers Association in drag racing, and it's exploding at the drag strip in the south and east in America. And I'd like to invite them up to Arizona because we got a couple fast cars here too. And the Gassers Association, it's straight axle 4-speed cars from the late 50s, early 60s, and 70s. It's exploding right now at the drag strip, and they're only charging like $10 to get in. It ain't like $50 or $60 or $70 to get in, but everybody's flocking back to the drag strip, taking their kids and showing them what the cars used to look like back when they were.
That's cool.
And I really enjoyed it. But I'd like to make a shout out to them, Southern Gassers Association. Bring their cars up here to Arizona, and don't forget your wallets.
That's cool. That's a good shout out there. That's incredible. I love drag racing. I've always loved the experience of watching, you know, cars, and I've been an enthusiast since I was young. Back in the 1970s, you know, when I was in grade school, I would see all the 1968, 1970 Corvettes, Camaros, Firebirds, and
I've had just about everything from hot rods to road racers to muscle cars. I'm really lucky. I was raised in California. Don't tell anybody. Okay, and in 1960, I was 13 years old. Okay, and I was all the cars. I'm really fortunate because some of the kids nowadays, 370 high with a 4-speed for $2,200. Back then it was pretty popular. It's coming back, hopefully. You know, it's going to get painted. It's like a competition orange pearl.
Like a pearl orange. I had a pearl white Trans Am that was really cool back in the day. That was a 1980 Trans Am that I had, my junior year of high school. I couldn't drive it. I had the car. My mother wouldn't let me drive till I turned 18, but I had the car, you know.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I had a 55 Chevy with a 327 with a 4-speed in America Mags. And my senior year, I traded it in for a Corvette. Oh, I thought I was hot stuff. Had a Corvette my senior year. I was a punk. I wrapped around a light bulb.
Wow.
You know, but anyway.
You know, that was the Trans Am for the Corvette. It was a 1976 Vet that I got. You know, it needed a little bit of work. And
they're pretty much slugs back then. I think the 220 horse was maximum on them because of the EPA readings and all the rest of stuff. They really took the horsepower away from everything. But it's coming back.
mm-hmm.
I mean, the Charger and the Challenger is setting the bar really high for the Camaros and the Mustangs. You know, we're coming around though. Only problem is that kids can't afford the new cars like when I was growing up.
Right.
You know, I could afford a fairly new car. In fact, when I went down to trade my 55 Chevy in, I was going to get a 67 Goat, a GTO. 4-speed, 3 deuces. My mom talked me into getting a Corvette. I should have bought the GTO.
Yeah, I remember. I certainly remember the GTOs. They used to be called, what was it? What was
Goats.
that? They were gas trouble and
Oh God, they had
and oil or whatever.
But
I think
did you
that's
know
what they called them.
what is the GTO stand for? Do you know? Grand Teresa Obligata. It's a racetrack in France.
You know, it's funny, going back to cars, I remember they came up with those Grand Nationals. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, Buick was that's the year Buick come out with a turbo V6, and it actually could blow the Corvette right off the road, right out of the showroom floor.
Yeah,
Faster than a Corvette. Okay,
And,
they didn't make too many of them. They only made them 2 years, I think.
You don't see those around anymore.
Oh, that's because collectors scarfing them right up.
So, I mean, it'd be cool to see one, but, you know, I was, back in the day when I was driving back in the early 80s, I ran into those things, you know, they were, you know, and then they were so fast. Every time I ran into one, I had my Firebird, and they just blew me off the.
Oh yeah,
they blew me away.
They were kind of almost king of the roost back that year. You know,
Yeah.
I think it was 78, 79. They're big at the drag strip too. Really awesome.
Yeah, I you know, like I said, I always enjoyed going to the drag. And down in Phoenix area, I was down at basically, what do they call that track now?
Fireside.
It's called no. We used to be called Firebird Lake, but now the Indians took over theirs.
Oh,
It's called a Wild Horse Pass Casino or something like that. Well, anyway, they call it Wild Pass. I guess Dragway or something like that.
I haven't been down there a while. I wish they had a raceway up this way.
They need to put one up here.
Well, it's kind of hard to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, or down in Phoenix. You know, it's a good little drive each way.
Right.
You know, but a bunch of us are friends trying to get together. There's a airport over in Rimrock, and we're trying to talk the guy into letting us race over there on that, you know, airport.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah, well, the guy doesn't really, you know, he's worried about insurance problems, and we've already talked to him that we would cover the insurance and the ambulance and stuff like that for safety readings.
Right.
You know, but we're trying to get a hold of him so we can, you know, maybe race over there.
And you know, I would like you to have information on here so I could go back and you know, I want to go to the races when you guys create a track up there. I certainly want to, you know, be able to go out there.
A bunch of us trying to get together, you know, and I'm trying to open up Northern Gassers Association. In fact, I got a hold of the NHRA last week, and they're going to get back to me on that. Okay, but I would like to. I just think there's 5 of us that got cars so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's 2 in Camp Verde, and then there's 3 here.
Yeah, I love this area. I came in here with my RV, and I just fell in love with this area, the Camp Verde area. You know, the river. I just found a place to fish the other day, so it's all good for me here, and just a nice town. You're close to everything. 15 minutes drive, you're up in Jerome, you're in Sedona, you're in Cottonwood. I mean, you got all the amenities here. I mean, you just
except for a drive-in drag strip.
And a drag strip,
and a hamburger 5 o'clock.
Every Friday at the grill, okay.
Yeah.
Grill, guys, in
Old Town.
Old Town Cottonwood.
Yep.
Remember that.
And they got great hamburgers.
Their burgers are incredible.
Yep.
The best I've ever had, actually.
Yeah, there's all of us get together from the hot rod shop, and Bob pays for it every.
At 5 o'clock. So.
Yeah, if anybody wants to join the Gassers Association on, be there at 5 o'clock on.
Let's see if I can get this to pull up. Oh, it's live again. Lost that person, so that's all.
I'm dealing with a good friend of mine, Bob, who owns Hotheads in South Carolina. That's working with me my Hemi, and I should be pushing 750 horses out of my poor little Pontiac.
750 horse. You heard that, guys? That NASCAR. I think those race cars are
950.
They're like 950, but that's a lot of power. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, some of the cars at the drag strip right now are running, 1,000, 4,000 horses.
Man.
Yeah.
3,000 horse. Could you imagine? I mean, that's, the drag racing cars down there, like that you see, when you're putting two cars together to race on a track. Those horsepower. The horsepower in those cars are incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah, that's why the Gassers Association are becoming very, very popular.
These guys, association, they hang out at Colt Grill every Friday at 5 o'clock in Old Town Cottonwood. Just wanted to make sure I got that in here. So
yeah, if you want to, instead of racing on the street,
my name is Dave.
Dave?
I'm Sarvey Davy on the.
My name is Paul Storms.
Okay.
They call me Stormy.
Paul Stormy. Paul Stormy.
Paul Storms.
Paul Storms, and out of Cottonwood?
No, I live in Camp Verde.
Camp Verde. Which is, how many miles is Camp Verde from this location?
It's almost 14 miles.
14 miles, one way. Okay.
Well, it all depends how many curves you go through on 260.
Yeah. But I had one person on here, but anyway, I gotta let this guy go here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this car here, and I'm gonna close out the video. Hey, I thank all you guys that watched on this thing, and all the people that are gonna come in to watch it, and like you said, this is Camp Verde area. Basically, I'm in Cottonwood, and there's an association trying to get a racetrack up here, and so we can get racing up in this area. That's cool, because I really enjoy going to races. So I think it'd be really cool to camp and get to a race. But I gotta let the guy go. So okay, we're gonna close out the video. I thank you guys for watching the RV Davy channel, and I thank this gentleman for going over his car, and
go Patriots.
And go Patriots. Okay, guys.